If you think your plant is dead, stop right there. Don't toss it out just yet. Seriously, don't. Because what I'm about to show you has brought plants back from the brink that even I thought were gone for good. You know that feeling when you walk by your plant and it looks all droopy and sad, the leaves are brown, and you start feeling that little punch of guilt in your chest? Yeah, I've been there too. You look at it and think, well, that's it, I killed another one. But before you give up, I want you to hear me out. Just give me a few minutes, and I promise you are going to look at that dying plant a little differently by the end of this video. I've lost count of how many plants I've killed over the years, or at least I thought I had. Some of them looked so far gone, it felt like there was no saving them. But every once in a while, I'd decide to try one last thing before tossing them out. And let me tell you, some of those lost causes came back stronger than ever. So if you've got a plant that's limp, yellowing, crunchy, or just looks like it's over you, hang tight, because what I'm going to show you today works like a charm. Let's be honest, most of us panic when our plant starts looking rough. The first instinct is grab the watering can. We think maybe it's thirsty. Then a day later, the soil's soaked and the plant's still droopy. So we move it. Maybe it needs more light. Then it burns. We start trimming, repotting, misting, talking to it. Hey, we've all been there. But here's what nobody tells you. Most plants don't die because you didn't care enough. They die because they were stressed out and never got a chance to reset. And that's exactly what today's trick does. It's not about giving more water, more fertilizer, or more sunlight. It's about pressing reset. It's about giving your plant a second chance to breathe, to rebuild, and to start fresh from the roots up. So let me take you back to a few months ago. I had this peace lily. She was gorgeous once. Dark green leaves, flowers that looked like tiny white sails. But over time, she started drooping. The leaves got spots, the edges turned brown, and the soil stayed damp no matter what I did. I tried everything. Moving her closer to the window, using filtered water, trimming the dead leaves, nothing. One day, I picked up the pot and I could smell that swampy, sour smell. That's when I realized it wasn't the leaves that were dying, it was the roots. That's when I stumbled on this little root detox method. And I swear it changed everything. Within 2 weeks, that sad, limp peace lily was standing upright again, pushing out new leaves like nothing ever happened. And that's when I knew I had to share this. Here's the secret. You don't need expensive fertilizers or fancy growth formulas. You don't even need to run to the store. Everything you need is probably already in your home. The only thing you'll really need is a bit of patience and maybe some paper towels for the mess you're about to make. First thing, gently remove your plant from the pot. Don't yank it, you don't want to hurt the roots. Tap the sides of the pot a little, loosen it up, and then slide the plant out. You might see some roots that are slimy, dark, or even smell a bit bad. That's root rot. It's like your plant caught a cold in its feet. That's what's been holding it back. Next, grab a bowl or bucket of room temperature water. Not too cold, not hot, just right. Give the roots a gentle rinse. Let that old soil wash away. You'll start seeing where the healthy roots end and the rotten ones begin. Healthy roots are firm and pale, bad roots are mushy and dark. Now comes the satisfying part. Grab your scissors. Make sure they're clean, you don't want to spread any infection. Trim away every bit of the rotten part. Don't be scared. If it's black, soft, or smells off, it's gotta go. Think of it like giving your plant a haircut before its comeback. Once you've got clean, healthy roots, it's time for the magic. Aloe vera. Yep, the same stuff you use for sunburns. Aloe is an absolute powerhouse for plant healing. It's antibacterial, antifungal, and helps stimulate new root growth. It's nature's little miracle gel. Scoop out a spoonful of fresh aloe gel, blend it with about a cup of water, and stir it into a smooth mix. Then soak your plant's roots in that mixture for about 15 minutes. That's it. Just let it sit and soak up all that goodness. Think of it as a spa day for your plant. When it's done, it's time for a fresh start. Get some clean, airy soil, nothing heavy. You want it loose enough that air and water can move freely. If you've got perlite or cocoa peat, mix a bit of that in. Place your plant in its new pot, Add soil around it and pat it down gently. Don't water it just yet. Let it settle for a day before you add any moisture. Now, placement is key. Don't put it straight back into bright sunlight. Right now, it's like someone recovering from the flu. It needs rest. Keep it somewhere with bright but indirect light. Give it time to rebuild strength. Within a few days, you'll notice the leaves perking up. And when you do, you'll know it's working. I've revived so many plants this way. Herbs, succulents, houseplants, you name it. And every single time, it blows my mind how resilient nature can be when you just give it a chance. The roots are where the story begins. You fix those, and the rest follows. Now, you might be wondering, what if the plant still looks dead after a week? Here's a little secret. Even if the top part looks gone, as long as there are healthy roots, it's still alive. Plants don't give up easily. They just go quiet while they rebuild. Keep the soil lightly moist, give it that gentle light, and wait. I promise you, one morning, you'll notice a tiny green sprout peeking through. That's the comeback moment. Sometimes I think plants are little reminders of life itself. They go through rough patches, lose parts of themselves, but as long as there's something alive inside, they can grow again. And honestly, that's what keeps me gardening. It's not just about the leaves and flowers. It's about the patience, the care, and the reminder that new life can always come from what looks lost. And hey, if you're trying this at home, I'd love to hear what plant you're reviving. Drop a comment below and tell me its name. Maybe it's your favorite fern, maybe it's a stubborn succulent, maybe it's that one plant you've almost given up on twice. Trust me, I've been there. Let's share those revival stories. It's what keeps this community alive. If you find this helpful, give this video a thumbs up. It helps more people find it, and who knows, maybe it'll save another plant from the trash bin. And of course, if you're new here, welcome to Urban Eden Garden, where we keep gardening simple, smart, and affordable, because growing beauty shouldn't break the bank. I'm going to keep showing you tricks like this, real down-to-earth ways to make your plants thrive without spending a fortune. So if you want more of that, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. All right, now, while we wait for your revived plant to recover, here's how to make sure it stays healthy long-term. First, always check the soil before watering. Stick your finger about 1 inch deep. If it feels dry, then water. If it's even a little damp, hold off. Overwatering is like giving your plant too much love. It sounds nice, but it can smother it. Second, once a month, give your plant a mini detox. Take it outside, let it feel the breeze, and lightly rinse the leaves with water. It helps wash away dust and lets the plant breathe better. Third, every few months, mix a spoonful of aloe in 1 liter of water and use it as a gentle feeding solution. It's full of micronutrients and keeps the roots healthy. It's like giving your plants vitamins, the natural way. And here's a trick for boosting recovery even faster: humidity. Most houseplants come from humid tropical regions, so dry indoor air can slow them down. You can fix that easily. Just place a small bowl of water near the plant, or group several plants together so they create their own mini microclimate. If you want to go fancy, cover it loosely with a clear plastic bag for a few days. It'll trap humidity and help the plant rebuild faster. Sometimes when I'm reviving plants, I think about how patient they are. They don't complain, they don't panic, they just wait quietly for conditions to improve. There's something calming about that. We rush around trying to fix things overnight, but plants, they heal slowly, quietly, and beautifully. All right, let's talk about what's really going on with your plant. You see, when a plant starts looking sad, yellowing leaves, soft stems, maybe even drooping like it's giving up, it's usually not because it wants more water. It's because something's happening below the surface. The roots are struggling. And if the roots are sick, nothing above ground can thrive. Think of the roots like a plant's lungs. When they get clogged up with rot or compacted soil, the plant starts to suffocate. That's why the first step to revival isn't pouring more water, it's letting those roots breathe again. Here's what I want you to do. Gently take your plant out of the pot. No tugging, just loosen the edges a bit and ease it out. Then take a close look at the roots. Healthy roots are firm and white or tan. If you see dark, mushy, or foul-smelling ones, that's rot. But don't panic, that's fixable. Trim off those dead roots with clean scissors, leaving only the strong ones behind. Then comes the secret sauce, the part most people never do, the aloe soak. Mix 1 tablespoon of fresh aloe gel into a bowl of lukewarm water, stir it until it's smooth, and soak those roots for about 15 minutes. Aloe vera isn't just good for sunburns. It's full of enzymes and natural hormones that help roots heal faster. It disinfects, hydrates, and wakes up dormant cells. It's like giving your plant a mini spa day after a rough week. Now, while your plant's relaxing in that aloe bath, grab some fresh, well-draining soil. Nothing fancy, just make sure it's light and airy. I like mixing potting soil with a bit of perlite or coco coir, and if you've got some leftover aloe water, use that to moisten the mix. Once the soak is done, replant your green friend in its new home. Don't bury it too deep. Give those roots some breathing room. And here's a tip. Resist the urge to water immediately. Let the roots settle for a day or two before giving it a gentle drink. That pause helps prevent shock and encourages the plant to adjust to its new soil. After that, focus on light. When a plant's recovering, it's like someone getting over a cold. It needs gentle care, not full-blown sunbathing. Place it in a bright spot, but keep it away from harsh, direct sunlight for a week or so. Think of it as recovery lighting. Now, let's talk about something most gardeners overlook: humidity. When a plant's weak, extra moisture in the air can make all the difference. You can create a simple humidity dome with a clear plastic bag or a cut water bottle. Just make sure there's airflow. We're not trying to trap it, just help it heal. And here's where patience comes in. You might not see results right away. For the first few days, it'll look like nothing's happening. But what's really going on is below the soil. The plant is rebuilding its root system. New life starts quietly. Then, after a week or two, you'll start to see it. A fresh bud, a brighter color, maybe a new leaf slowly unfolding. That's when you'll know the revival has begun. And when that happens, that's one of the best feelings ever. You'll catch yourself smiling at it every time you walk by. That's the beauty of growing. You don't just revive plants, you revive a little hope in yourself too. Now, here's a bonus touch that turns a weak recovery into a strong comeback: the aloe-tonic. Mix half a teaspoon of aloe gel into a liter of water and use it to water your plant once every 2 weeks during recovery. It helps strengthen cell walls, boosts root growth, and makes the plant naturally more resilient to stress. But even more important than any tonic or trick, your observation. Spend a minute each day just looking at your plants. Notice the leaves, the soil, the moisture. Plants communicate all the time, just not with words. A droopy leaf might be saying, "Hey, I'm thirsty." Crispy edges could mean, "I'm too close to the light." Once you start tuning in, you'll catch problems before they spiral. And please, if you've been feeling guilty about losing a plant, stop beating yourself up. Every gardener, even the best of us, has killed more plants than we can count. It's part of the process. Plants teach us through trial and error, and everyone that struggles makes you a better grower. I remember one of my early houseplants, a fiddly fig. Gorgeous when I bought it, but within weeks, it looked like it had been through a war. I tried everything: fertilizers, misting, repotting, even talking to it every morning. Nothing worked. But then I did exactly what I just shared with you. Cleaned the roots, used aloe water, fresh soil, and patience. A month later, it started growing new leaves again. That's when I realized it's not about how much you do, it's about doing the right thing and then letting nature take its course. So if you're looking at your own dying plant right now, wondering if it's worth the effort, it is. Trust me, that plant wants to live. All it needs is a bit of your time, a touch of care, and this simple method that works every time when you commit to it. And when it bounces back, I want you to share that moment. Take a before and after photo, tag me, tag Urban Eden Garden. Let's show people that saving plants doesn't take money, it takes heart. If this helped you, leave a comment down below and tell me what plant you revived. I love reading your stories. They inspire not just me, but the entire community here. And while you're there, hit that like button so YouTube knows to share this with other plant lovers who might be ready to give up. Subscribe if you haven't yet, because every week we share easy, affordable ways to bring your plants and your space back to life. Remember, it's not about having a perfect garden. It's about creating your own little patch of peace. Whether you've got a balcony, a backyard, or just a few pots by the window, you can grow something beautiful. So, go grab that sad-looking plant, give it one more chance, and let's keep growing together. Because here in the Urban Eden Garden, every plant and every gardener deserves a comeback.